Okay, a very good morning children. Children, in the previous class we completed what? Our Euclid geometry. So, today let us start a new chapter, that is your lines and angles. See children, the concept of line and angle is not new for you. Okay, we have already read what is line, what is a straight line. I need not give a definition of line. And angle also, you know, angle has one vertex, two arms, a common vertex and two arms. Every angle is always formed at the vertex. There are different types of angle: acute, obtuse, right, straight, reflex. So many angles are there. Okay, then about different pairs of angles also we read in class 6. That is your what? Your adjacent angle, linear pair, vertically opposite angles, complementary angles, supplementary angles, etc. Okay, let us have a review on those things which we have already read in junior classes. So let me first ask you what are complementary angles. What are complementary angles? Complementary means you know it. If the sum of two angles is 90 degrees, suppose 30 degree and 60 degree, 30 plus 60 is how many degree? 90 degree. So we say 30 and 60 are what? Complementary angles, or one is the complement of other. Now if I ask you what is the complement of 30 degree, the answer will be 60. 90 minus 30, it is 60. If I ask you what is the complement of 60, it is 90 minus 60, that is 30. That means to find the complement of an angle, we always subtract the angle from 90 degree. Okay, because sum of two angles 90, then only they are said to be complementary. Okay, in a similar manner, if I ask you what are supplementary angles, supplementary angles means what? If you add two angles, suppose 120 degree and 60 degree, you see, if I add two angles, 120 degree and 60 degree, see, 60 degree plus 120 degree, their sum will be how many degree? 180 degree. So we say these two angles, 60 and 120, are what angles? Supplementary angles. And what is the supplement of 60 degree? If I ask you, what is the supplement of 60 degree? How to get? You subtract 120 from 180. 120 from 60, 120 minus 60, it will be 120 degree, see. So the supplement of 60 will be 120 degree and the supplement of 120 degree will be 60 degree. Okay. Now how did we get the supplement? To find the supplement of any angle, what we have to do? We have to subtract the angle from 180. Why? What is the reason? Because if sum of two angle is 180 degree, then only they are supplementary. Okay. So this is the concept of complementary and supplementary angles and how to find complement of an angle and supplement of an angle. Now we will discuss about adjacent angle. See, it was also there in class 6, I have remembered. Adjacent angle. See children, what are adjacent angles? Okay, what are adjacent angles? See, in order to understand what are adjacent angles, let us consider this case. Suppose consider this figure in which A, say O, B, C. Look at the figure. In this figure, if I ask you how many angles are there, the answer will be clearly 3. You see, this is one angle, AOC. This is another angle, BOC or COB, and this is another angle, AOB. See. So in this figure, we find 3 angles. Now see children, now consider angle AOC and BOC. Let us consider angle AOC and angle BOC. See. Let us try to understand what are adjacent angles. You see. Now in these two angles, angle AOC and BOC, this small angle and this small angle, if I ask you which is the common vertex, you can easily answer. Sir, they have the same vertex? Oh, yes, very good. Then if I ask you which is the common arm, no doubt OC is the common arm. Because this common arm OC is present in this angle as well as in this angle. Okay. So OC is the common arm. If OC is the common arm and O is the common vertex, then there are two other arms, namely OA and OB. So what arms are they? They are called what arms? They are non-common arms. And look at these two non-common arms, that is OA and OB. Do they lie on the same side of the common arm? The answer is clearly no. This one is in this side and this one is in the other side. That means they lie on different sides of the common arm. So these are the 3 conditions. First condition is two angles should have a common vertex. Yes, it is true in this case. Then they should have a common arm. Yes, it is also true because OC is the common arm of these two angles. Then the two non-common arms, they must lie on different sides, in different side of the common arm. Okay. So On different side of the common arm, the two non-common arms should lie. Then only we say that these two angles are what angles? Adjacent angles. So what are the three conditions for a pair of angles to be adjacent? For a pair of angles to become adjacent, what are the three conditions? It should satisfy three conditions. First condition is these two angles, the two angles should have a common vertex. Yes, O is the common vertex. They should have a common arm. Yes, OC is the common arm. And third condition is the non-common arms. The two non-common arms, they must lie on different side of the common arm, which is 2 in this case. So, as these two angles satisfy all the three conditions, so we say that these two angles are what angles? They are adjacent angles. Okay. Now, I will give you another example. See, now look at this figure. Suppose you are given a figure like this. You see this angle, and this is 90 degrees suppose. In this case, suppose A, B, C and D. You see, in this case angle ABC and angle CBD. Look at angle ABC and angle CBD. The question is, do they form a pair of adjacent angles? I mean, are they adjacent angles or not? How to verify? See, angle ABC and angle CBD, which is the common vertex. The vertex is B because both angles have been formed at B. Okay, ABC and CBD. And which is the common arm? C. The common arm is BC. Yes, it is present in both angles. And what about the non-common arms? BA and BD. The two non-common arms, BA and BD, do they lie on the same side of the common arm? The answer is clearly no. They lie on different side of the common arm. So definitely angle ABC and angle CBD, they will form a pair of adjacent angles. Now the point is, suppose two angles have a common vertex and a common arm, but the non-common arms lie on the same side. They do not lie on the different side. That means, if I ask you angle ABC and angle ABD, ABC and ABD, are they angle ABC and angle ABD? Are they adjacent? Are these two angles adjacent? The answer is clearly no. Why no? Because you see, ABC and ABD, they have a common arm. Yes, no doubt. AB is the common arm. And they have also a common vertex B, because both angles have been formed at B. But what about the non-common arms? See, the non-common arms are BC and BD. These two non-common arms, they lie on the same side of the common arm BA. They lie on the same side of the common arm BA. So, clearly they are not adjacent. Okay, so this is the concept of what? Your adjacent angles. Now we will discuss about your linear pair. You see, the next pair of angles is linear pair. So what is linear pair angles? You see. Now see children, in order to understand a pair of linear pair of angles, what is that? Let us take one example. See, suppose this is a straight line, this is a ray. Suppose A, O, B, C. Look at the figure. OA is a line, ray. See, look at OA is a ray and BC is a line. Okay. Now there are how many angles? Again, there are three angles: angle 1, angle 2, and this angle 3. Angle BOC, one angle, angle AOB, and angle AOC. There are three angles. Now, children, if I ask you, let us consider angle AOB and AOC. See, angle AOB and angle AOC. Let us consider these two this pair of angles. Now children, if I ask you in this pair, in these two angles, which is the common vertex, what will be the answer? The answer will be O. O is the common vertex of these two angles. Okay. Second point, if I ask you which is the common arm, clearly OA is the common arm, because this arm is present in this angle as well as in this angle. Okay. OA is the common arm. Then what about the non-common? Which are the non-common arms? OB and OC. The arm OB and OC, or the two rays OB and OC, are the two non-common arms. Now the point is, what is the position? What is their position? Where do they lie? See, the two non-common arms, that is OB and OC, they form what? Clearly they form a straight line. They form a straight line. So that is the reason you see. That means these two angles, AOB and AOC, have a common vertex, O, have a common arm, OA, and the two non-common arms, that is OB and OC, they form a line or straight line. So we say that this angle and this angle, that is angle AOB and angle AOC, this pair of angles, they form a linear pair. So what is linear pair? So a pair of angles is said to be linear pair. Two angles are said to form a linear pair. Under what condition? It should again satisfy three conditions like your adjacent angles. So a pair of angles is said to form a linear pair if they have a common vertex, first condition. Second condition, they should have a common arm, yes, like adjacent angle. The third condition is, you see in adjacent angle what I said, in adjacent angle I said that the two non-common arms, they must lie on different side of the common arm. But here, in linear pair, the two non-common arms, they should form a straight line. They should form and clearly this is forming a straight line, okay. So, this is called that is the reason why this angle and this angle, that is angle AOB and angle AOC, form a linear pair. Okay, so this is all about linear pair of angles. So children, we discussed about complementary angle, supplementary angle, adjacent angle and linear pair of angles. Now, there is another pair of angles known as vertically opposite angles. Let us discuss. Then in other class we will discuss. In another class we will discuss about different axioms and theorem. Okay, what is axiom? What is axiom? Already I have explained you in the chapter Euclid geometry. Okay. So here are certain axioms we have to discuss and few theorems. Okay, in this chapter. So now let us discuss the other pair of angles, that is your vertically opposite angles. It was also there in class 6. Vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Let us see. What are vertically opposite angles? See, children, suppose this is a line, look at. Suppose AB is a line, CD is a line, look at. CD. Now the line AB and CD, suppose they intersect each other at the point O. Look at. Suppose they intersect each other at the point O. Now see, now consider this angle and this angle. Suppose this is angle 1, this is angle 2. Okay, name the angles. Angle AOC as 1, angle BOD as 2. Let us name. Okay. Now let us consider these two angles. Now if I ask you, angle AOC and angle BOD, do they have a common vertex? The answer is what? I mean these two angles, that is 1 and 2, do they have a common vertex or not? The answer is clearly yes. Which is the common vertex? The common vertex is O. Okay. Now if I ask you, do they have a common arm? You see, angle AOC and we are considering this pair BOD. BOD or DOB, whatever you say. That is angle 1 and angle 2. Now these two angles, they have a common vertex. What is the common vertex? The common vertex is O. Now if I ask you, do they have any common arm? No. Clearly the answer is no. They do not have any common arm. See, so these two angles have a common vertex and they do not have a common arm, and they lie exactly opposite. You see, they lie exactly opposite to one another. So we say that these two angles are vertically opposite angles. So what are vertically opposite angles? A pair of angles is said to be vertically opposite if they have a common vertex but no common arm. If they have a common vertex O but no common arm, then we call, and these two angles should lie in opposite direction. Okay, they should lie exactly opposite to one another. Then we say this pair to be what angles? Vertically opposite angles. And do you know what is the relation between a pair of vertically opposite angles? I think you know. They must be equal. How it is, we will discuss in terms of a theorem. We will prove it that a pair of vertically opposite angles is always equal or same. That means when two lines intersect, you see, AB and CD are intersecting lines. They have intersected each other at the point O. When two lines intersect at a point, so now again you see angle AOD and angle BOC. This is another pair of vertically opposite angles. You see 3 and 2. Like 1 and 2 forms a pair of vertically opposite angles. In a similar manner we can say that angle 3 and 4, they also form a pair of what angles? Vertically opposite. Because you see this angle and this angle have a common vertex O. Yes, O is the common vertex of angle 3 and angle 4. But angle 3 and angle 4, if I ask you which is the common arm, can you say? The answer is clearly no. They have no common arm. So that means these two angles or this pair is definitely a what? It is vertically opposite. These two angles are vertically opposite angles. Okay. So this is all about vertically opposite angles, and what is the relation between a pair of vertically opposite angles? They will be equal or same. How it is, we will discuss its proof in some other class. Okay. So children, I discussed so many things about angles. Then in another class we will discuss some axiom. Okay. What happens when a ray stands on a line? Okay. What happens when a ray stands on a line? And what happens if the sum of a pair of what? Angles forming linear pair is 180 degree. What will happen? So there are some other things which we will discuss in another class, followed by some theorem, so that this chapter will be completed. That is lines and angles. Okay. So I think whatever I discussed, I hope you must have understood. Okay. We will discuss the rest thing in the next class. Thank you.